Okay, and okay, all right. I think we're live. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, man, we good here, man.
Tuning in, people.
I'm good, bro.
This is the Views YouTube special, hosted by your boy Patrick Tyrant, North London Derby reaction. Let's do this. As you know, my name's Patrick Tyrant. I'm the host today, and with us we've got three wonderful guests. I'll let my boy LP introduce himself first, so please go ahead.
Yeah, my name's LP, part of Beer Culture London, big Tottenham fan, and just happy to be here, boys. I'm happy to be here.
Oh man,
I'm so happy to be here.
And to my bottom left, we got the Cheeky Dash. Please go ahead.
Yeah, it's your boy Dashiki Dash, aka Mr. Dash Active TV. And I'm here just representing my club, man, through, highs and lows. We're here, no matter what.
All right, and I've got to give a massive shout out to my boy Big Rich. In addition, he's done this out of the kindness of his own heart, even after they took a massive L. So I really appreciate you, bro. So yeah, please introduce yourself.
yo, I'm Big Rich, aka Run the Roads Rich. Massive Arsenal fan. I've been on here a few times, never on a live, but it's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long hour in this one right now. But
Yeah.
I'm good. You know what I mean?
We're here for the smoke, man. We're here for the smoke.
I'm here, man. I'm looking to deflect. Mate.
So I've been a great host, but now it's time for me to introduce myself. My name is Patrick, aka Young Swag Daniels. When you see the T, see the P. When you see the P, it represents T. Let's go.
Oh man, he's on the hype. Hold up. Did they win a trophy today?
You know what? Hey, Pat, I'm going to say it now. How many times...
Did you win a trophy today? That's what I'm going to say.
How many times are they going to mention, are you going to win a trophy? Oh, yeah, all right, whatever, mate. Whatever, mate.
We can mention it. We can mention it when you lot win a trophy, innit?
What trophies are ever awarded this early on in the season? Please, just
hang on.
Exactly.
Stop that nonsense.
Be calm.
Please.
Listen, what I'll say is this. Let me say this for a quick one. Off the back of this, you need to go and win this league.
No. Gentlemen.
You need to go and win this league.
Stop all of this. Like, I'm going to say this from the jump. All of these deflections, all of these disclaimers.
This energy is what I'm here for. This energy is what I'm here for.
Hold on.
That's too much Magnum, Pat. Too much.
You know what I mean? Nothing won in November, yeah? It's not December.
Go on, LP. Go on.
All of this energy, all of these disclaimers, all of this trophy talk. You lot need to mind that Brighton don't leapfrog you and put you in a relegation battle, Jeff. You are washed up right now. All of this Arteta, all of this, we got the best young player in Saka, all of this Obama blood clot Yang. Listen, you need to put him back on his old contract. Because right now, you lot look washed.
Yeah.
All of that possession. Hold on. Hang on. All of that possession for what?
But that's how you
for
lot
what?
play,
For Tierney to cross the ball in. Get out
that's
of
how you lot play. We're always teams are always gonna have more possession than you, though. You know that. Teams are always gonna have more possession than you. You know that.
We let you have the ball.
But you're saying all of that possession, but that's how you lot play. It's not like it's nothing strange and nothing unusual to that you don't have possession of the ball.
No. What I'm saying, forget us. This ain't about me and it ain't about Tottenham. It's about you lot. You had 70% possession and we still had more shots on target than you.
But look, like Dash said, look, that's all semantics, whatever. You've won the game.
It's not.
It's semantics. It is semantics because whatever. You won the game. You got the 3 points. I've got to take the L. We're taking the L, yeah. But you've done nothing different yet. It's December. You've done nothing different yet. I've seen Tottenham play well. I've seen Tottenham win games. I've seen it all before. Nothing has changed yet. This is the problem. This is the
beating us don't mean nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, you ain't beaten us at our ground in a long time.
Yeah, mate. Cool,
Yeah,
cool.
but in that time, that's fine. But
It's not cool.
Do you know why it's cool?
It is cool.
Since then, we've won trophies.
Shout out to
We
all the
ain't
viewers
your
tuning in.
ground, but we've won
Yeah,
trophies.
okay.
Fire
You've won
emoji.
trophies. Congratulations,
Daniel.
you've won trophies.
Jason
Have you?
Alexander.
Are you lot moving in the right direction right now after your trophy wins?
No.
No,
If that's
okay.
what you want.
Okay.
It's
Is
not looking good right now.
Arteta the man for you?
Bruv, we were
don't
talking
know
about
yet.
it right now.
We
Yes
don't
or
know.
no?
We don't know yet.
Yeah. I think it's the right man for us.
We
You
I
don't
think
know.
it's a man for us. I believe in it, and I think that you can't. There's loads of snap decisions in football these days. People go through a bad run, 3 or 4 games. We've had our main signing from this summer injured. Yeah, Thomas Partey. It's a massive loss to us.
Well, Gabriel was the main signing.
I mean, no, Gabriel's played the best. He's been the most impressive signing. But the biggest signing has been Thomas Partey, and unfortunately for us, he's got injured and it's cost us. And it's that party done, party over. Yeah, bear songs, bear puns.
No, it's not even songs.
Party never got started.
Richard,
Where's
let me ask you
Partey?
a question. Let me ask you a question because you've been very outspoken about people like Granit Xhaka. If Granit Xhaka did what Thomas Partey did by standing on the sideline while an attack is happening, you lot would be all over Xhaka. That's terrible from Partey. Absolutely terrible from Partey.
But listen, he was dealing with an injury, though. You got to understand
that.
that. He was dealing with an injury. That's why he come off. He was dealing with injury. Listen, we know
that point, yeah. That's disgraceful. The way he come off the pitch like that. It's imagine Patrick Vieira middle when we've got the ball, Paul's still in play, just going off to the touchline. Now I don't know how immediate the injury is. Yeah, so sometimes
he pulled up straight away. He pulled up straight away. He couldn't run.
But lie on the pitch in the middle, lie in the centre circle, so the game has to stop, so everyone sees you.
That's game management.
Off.
That's
He's
game management.
All right, boys. All right. Let's calm it down a bit. Let me just go through some of the post-match things. So Tottenham 2, Arsenal 0.
Yeah.
Tottenham currently sit in first place in the league, whilst Arsenal are currently 15th.
Yeah.
Both teams have played 11 games. Tottenham have won 7 games. Arsenal have won 4. Tottenham have drawn 3 games. Arsenal have drawn 1. Tottenham have lost 1 game. Arsenal have lost 6.
Yeah.
All right.
Arsenal have scored 10 goals this season. Plus Heung-min Son alone has scored 10 goals this season. Arsenal have conceded 14 goals so far. Tottenham have the stingiest defense in the league, and we've only conceded 9 goals. Tottenham have played Man City, Chelsea, and Arsenal back to back, and have kept 3 clean sheets in a row. Son's on 10 goals with 3 assists, and Harry Kane has got 8 goals and leads the league with 10 assists. Lacazette has 3 goals for you guys, and he's your top scorer. Aubameyang.
Say that stat again. Sorry, Pat. Say that stat again.
Get through the stats quick, man, because we're waiting to flipping to rebut this. Because we can all read stats.
No.
We can all read stats.
Listen,
I don't know the stats. I need to hear
the
it.
stats, Liam, man.
Listen,
I don't know. No, the Lacazette was interesting, bro.
Stats. That's
All
what
right,
Lacazette is
Pat,
Arsenal's
Lacazette-
top scorer. And let me add this. Lacazette gets disrespected by you Arsenal fans day in and day out. And right now,
Yeah, but is that him playing up front or in cam? Because you lot had him as
that's what I'm saying. I don't
as a cam today, boy.
But anyway, he's got
Anyway,
3
I'll
goals.
come to that. I'll come to that, Lee. I'll come to that.
Willian is a top creative player, and he's got 3 assists. So yeah, that's a breakdown of today's game and also where both teams currently like. Oh, and if I got to mention, Arsenal are currently 15th.
All right, let me just this. We fully know well where we're at in Arteta's tenure and where we are in this season. We finished 8th last season, and with the same team that pretty much Emery had. These are the same, around about the same players that failed under Wenger, under Emery, and now Arteta's inherited like a really bad crop of players that we need to ship. A load of those players need to be shipped out. Now, Arteta, unfortunately, hasn't been backed by the club. We know this. The fact that you can hire a manager that is inexperienced, you've got to give him the full tools. Allow him to complete the transfer window accordingly. If there's no point about
like you lot haven't bought players.
Yeah, but listen,
Gabriel.
I was gonna let him finish before
so you're gonna let me finish. So
let him finish.
Let's just take example your transfer window. You've identified all your problem areas and you solved it, right? No.
You didn't get centre back.
You didn't get what?
A centre back.
Well, you identified the you identified majority of the players that Jose Mourinho wanted. With us now, there's no
just to answer your question.
Yeah,
we're playing Eric Dyer, who was a defensive mid at centre back currently. We did not secure Milan Skriniar, who was a target for us at centre back. Yeah, he was centre back was a position identified before identifying a left back in Regulo. So no, we haven't.
Okay, fair enough. But you're making it work for us. We're not able to make it work. We've clearly missed a trick in regards to getting that creative player that obviously links the play between. You know what I mean? And for us that is crucial. Now we've dilly-dallied with the Partey deal right into the last second, which was a deal that we was going to do anyway. You know what I mean? Because it was a buyout clause. So the fact that we didn't get that creative guy, knowing full well all of this Ozil situation, the club would have known this. The club would have told Arteta this. You know what I mean? So the failure to doing that is obviously cost the team in it. So for me, it's just like, how is a man meant to work when he hasn't got the full tools? It's going to be very difficult for him. It's going to be very difficult.
All right. Yeah. Just to come back to you on that, you secured Ceballos. Yeah, who is one of your is one of your creative midfielders, correct?
He's not one of our
creative
midfielders. No.
So what, he's not a creative midfielder now?
Nope.
So what is he?
According to who?
What is he then?
Where do you? But you're the one who said you said that he's the creative midfielder.
He was one of your most creative players last year in the midfield in terms of retaining possession, in terms of ball retention, in terms of moving the ball about. You saw it; it was evidential when he came on the pitch today.
He's a bit like a deep line playmaker. He's a deep line player. He's not like a number 10.
There you go. That's more
Pirlo than further forward.
So who was supplying Aubameyang with all his goals?
To be honest, Saka got almost.
Saka was our most creative player.
Okay, so for the past, Saka and who? Ceballos, exactly. So for the past however many seasons, Aubameyang's been one of the top marksmen in the league. The problem is, forget all your recruitment, you've got no goals if Aubameyang doesn't score. And that's evidential right now. So I don't think it's the creative element. I think it's the lack of goal scorer. Playing Lacazette as in the cam is a disgrace.
Do you know what it
can score a goal?
Do you know what it is? When we say creative, it's like the goals that Aubameyang scored last season is the fact that we're getting the ball to him. You see now all this trying to ping it up into the air and stuff like that. We never played like that last season. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like we need to. You know what I liken Aubameyang to is how Vardy is at Leicester. They know one thing. They know get it to Vardy. And Vardy will do the business. Where now that we're not getting that ball to Aubameyang, that ball is not getting to him.
Oh, there you go. So Vardy come with something good. Pepe got a decent number of assists. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but Pepe didn't get the assists in the Premier League. It wasn't Premier League. It was all Europa stuff.
Yeah, he got
So who got it? Aubameyang
players there.
No, it was Saka. Saka got the most assists.
Saka got the most assists in the league. Yeah.
Ceballos got assists, and the assists were shared around. We weren't scoring a lot. But I think we're looking at this from the wrong perspective. Our team's just lacking confidence, and when confidence goes, but this impacts everything.
It impacts everything. Yeah,
it impacts everything. Like when Arteta come in, the first thing I'm going to regurgitate what everyone already knows. He's come in, he's played a back three, he's solidified the defence. The attack side wasn't scoring as freely, so we haven't been scoring goals since Arteta come. What's happened right now is as the confidence has gone. And people are starting to moan at the way Arsenal are playing. We've switched to a back four. We try to be more open, and we're getting punished for it. And to make it even worse, Arteta's made some decisions, that he's got to hang his hat on. The Ozil decision, the Guendouzi decision. And because of those decisions right now, it's making everything look worse because some of the players we've ostracised are exactly the qualities that we need in the team right now. And so you look at that, it's a perfect combination of lack of confidence, lack of chances because some of these players who have been ostracised aren't in the team at the moment.
Lack of threat.
Lack of threat. And like this whole Lacazette thing in the middle, playing as Cam, it's just because he wasn't scoring goals. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm looking at him, I'm like, this is dead. Like, how can we play him here and not have Ozil, give him a squad number? I'm pissed. I'm looking at our team, I'm thinking.
But I don't think the Ozil situation is Arteta's doing, though.
Mate, we're paying him $350 a week. I don't care whose doing it is. We're paying $350 a week, and he's got no squad number. And us as fans, you, me, everyone doesn't know why. Arteta saying footballing reasons. So we're looking at it, and I'm seeing Joe Willock with a number. I love the dude, but there's no footballing quality you can look at and say Joe Willock comes up above Ozil. Go look at FIFA right now. Go look at whatever you want to look at. Ozil's always going to be above Joe Willock. But Ozil's paying $350 a week, and the fans haven't been given a reason as to why he's not anywhere. We're all speculating.
It's really bad management.
I'm
hurt. You Arsenal fans are making a lot of excuses because your team has been strengthened. You bought in Willian in the summer. You bought in Gabriel in the summer. You bought in in the summer. You bought in acquisitions that strengthen any team. So you guys back, but blah blah blah.
The reason why he has been back. What I'm saying is like we often do this. This is not the first time that we lack in the transfer window. When we was crying out for a goalkeeper and a defensive player, we went and bought Cech, and we didn't buy the defender that we needed. So that's what I'm saying in terms of back the full project in it. In particular, like if a manager goes into the window, get him the players that he needs. Get him the players that he needs. Now, I like it.
But you guys did though. Sorry, no.
That don't make sense. That don't make sense to me because you lot needed for the longest while, even as a Spurs fan, as a football fan, everyone could see that Arsenal needed a DM. You went and signed arguably one of the best DMs outside of the Premier League. Hold on. In Thomas Partey. You went and signed Saliba. You lot were gassed. You went and signed Gabriel. He looked like a good player, but you lot were all singing Jason Alexander said he's one of the best centre backs in the Premier League and walk into any Premier League.
Jason Alexander.
And then you secured Willian. You got another attacking player in Willian. And you and you brought back Ceballos. So when you're saying your recruitment wasn't good this summer, you didn't account for the fact that without Aubameyang's goals, you lot are washed. And that's the problem, because you got a good defensive mid, you got another deep line playmaker, whatever you want to call him, and you got a good centre half in.
But Lee,
that was a good window as far as
Go on, Rich.
No, Lee, I agree with a little bit of what you're saying. Look, we have but we've changed a lot of backroom staff. There's a lot of things changing behind the scenes at Arsenal. Some madness right now.
And Tottenham.
No, mate, you've got Daniel Levy in it. Daniel Levy has been a steady structure or whatever in the behind the scenes and the vision that he's got for Tottenham. So a lot of Tottenham fans, you've got this Enoch out business. But Daniel Levy, and you've seen from the documentary, we've all watched it, how Daniel Levy has a vision for Spurs, and he's done everything in his willpower to make that vision happen, including sacking Pochettino, getting Mourinho in, and having a considered plan. And he's backed Mourinho. He said, when it comes to the summer, I'm going to get you what I can get you within a certain financial realm. So he's not been able to spend the big millions like he used to, but he's bought smartly. With Arsenal, we've tried to do the same thing, but what's happened is there's been too many things shifting in the background. People don't know who signed Pepe. Then we signed Pablo Mari. We signed Pablo Mari. We signed Cedric. So we've made a lot of signings, you know.
I think you've done good signings. I think you've done good business.
No, but then buying Pablo Mari for 14 or 20 mil, buying Saliba, then not trusting him for 27 mil, then buying another 20 for 25 mil, 3 centre backs, in the space of maybe 9 to 12 months. Doesn't make sense.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's a lot of stuff going on at Arsenal. So these are excuses actually. So this is not the reason why we lost today, but there's a lot of stuff happening at Arsenal. And right now, when I look at my side, I'll be like, I don't know where we're going. Like, you know, that player, Hassan Mawar, he come out the other day in the paper, said, I'm glad I didn't sign for Arsenal. You know what I mean? He said,
dodged the bullet.
Yeah. He dodged the bullet. You know, he didn't say those words exactly, but that's what I meant. There's a lot of
Jason, sorry, guys. I just want to. Jason said, I don't know why these men say my name like I'm talking nonsense. Gabriel hasn't been good. Gabriel has been good.
Gabriel has been good. This is what I'm saying.
To say that's what I'm saying, you know that he's a good defender. I don't deny that. But to say he walks into any Premier League defence in the league is mental. He doesn't walk into the Tottenham team. He doesn't walk into the Man City team.
No,
he doesn't walk into the Chelsea.
But you
just claimed Eric Dyer as one of your centre that.
Yeah,
no. Hold on. John. That's Virgil van Dijk. Put some respect on his name. That's Virgil van Dijk.
This is what
English berating. You do realize how many clean sheets we've had with Eric Dyer in our team. You do realize that once
that's because your team is playing well. Come on,
but also,
you're the first person to be dissing Dyer.
No, man, listen,
Patrick knows.
Oh, Pat, hold on, but Eric Dyer,
I've dissed Dyer in the past.
Centre back next to him. He's got Toby Alderweireld next to him. The problem with Gabriel, I agree, he's a very good centre back. I don't think people should be making all these ridiculous claims so early in his career. But he's playing next to a Championship centre back in Rob Holding.
You're not wrong.
Rob Holding's awful.
I agree. And
I'm not even saying that to send shots, but when you've got a man like Holding in your team next to Gabriel, who don't know the Premier League yet, like, put it this way, David Luiz 5 years ago next to Gabriel is one hell of a partnership, in my opinion. Yeah.
I don't think there's a debate or argument whether or not Gabriel is a good defender.
Gabriel is a good player, but to say that he walks into every team is crazy. Sorry,
that's crazy.
That's just one person's opinion, isn't it?
Jason saying that we're funny.
Let's not undermine Gabriel just based on someone's opinion on what they feel like what's it called? I don't think that's the direction that we need to be headed in. But all I'm just saying is that I think Rich made a very good point. None of what we're saying right now is an excuse in why we lost. Before this game, anyway, it was we all knew that Tottenham would beat Arsenal. Just based on
we didn't know that. Sorry,
no.
We didn't know that. It's a North London derby. 4 goes out the window. This is the game where even if you've lost 4 games in a row, if you can't get up for the North London derby, what game can you get up for?
Yeah,
so
this game,
right. I'm sorry.
This game, maybe Arsenal fans will go in with my head down, bruv.
Rich,
you're going in with my head down.
Pat, I was going to say, Pat, we've been like, we can say that that's all, like, we even said it on my show, innit? That's all the cliches and asking.
It is a cliche. But
at the same time, you do know that when you go into certain games, you know, off the back of your form and how you've been playing, the likelihood of you losing is there. We knew we was going to lose, but as we know, it is a North London derby. So regardless of the fact, it's almost like I'm going to die on my shield regardless. I'm not going to stand there before the game and be like, oh, we're going to lose and stuff like that. We're still going to go into the game as rivals, but knowing full well that, like a boxer, if their shoulder's injured, they know when they go into this fight, shit, man, I ain't going to win this. I ain't going to win this fight. But at the end of the day, we've got deeper issues up for now that goes beyond just losing to you guys. And I said it to you in our chat, and I said, man, it's like we just need 3 points, regardless of who it is. It's not. We're in the North London derby, but the most important thing right now for us is just the points. We need points. We need
confidence. Confidence is low in your team at the minute.
Very, very, very.
You can see it. And I mean, it's evidential. And I think the North London derby, I was saying to people, I said to someone today, it was the best game for you guys to galvanize your team to say, right, rivals, let's go. They got a couple of they got 2,000 fans in there. Let's shut them up. To be honest, I thought in the second half there was a spark. You got, and honestly, I thought Ceballos coming on in the midfield got on the ball and got you lot playing.
Do you know what I thought first half as well? You know, the first 10, 15 minutes. If we look at spells, if we look in spells, I know that obviously that's the way you lot are playing right now. You don't need to have the ball and stuff like that. But it gave us a bit of confidence. And what the difference in this game today was, you lot had the superstars to create those magical moments.
Arsenal fan, not hiding behind.
I respect that. You know what,
regardless of form, I was quietly confident.
Who said that?
What did he say?
That's that. Foddy said, boys, regardless of form, I was quietly confident today. I thought we were going to nick it.
Maybe
is he Arsenal?
Yeah.
But listen to what we're saying. We're saying in hindsight, innit, that you can losing the game in hindsight now. You can understand. Like that's the point I'm trying to make. When you go into the game, of course, I want to win. I'm expecting my team to turn up and stuff like that. But we still can't deny the fact we're 15th, 14th, 15th place. We've lost this game. 15th place. We've lost this game. And we're not informed. Like we're not hiding behind that. It's not a case that you're making excuses. That's the reality. We're dealing with reality.
Right, so
Go on, Pat. Sorry.
I've got a question. Where does Arsenal go from here? You brought in Arteta, who everyone said he was, he was Pep Guardiola's brains. He's the success at Man City. He's this, that, and the third, the best young manager in the world. All this nonsense. He's come in. You got the 15th. Where do you go from here?
Go on, Rich. I'll let you answer this.
Mate, I think, look, right now it doesn't look good. So there's lots of pressure on them. It's lost on North London derby. We've not looked very good. Even though we had the possession, Tottenham were always comfortable. But I think there's no reason to panic. I think, like Dash said already, he wanted a few more players. He knew this team wasn't complete going into the season. He wanted an attacking midfielder and a defensive midfielder. He hasn't got all his ducks in a row, shall we say, yeah? So I think you've got to let him get to January. We've got to back the manager. We've got to double down in some ways and say, let him get the signing he has to get in January. And we've got to build and go forwards. And hopefully, if he can, because look, let's be real, right? Yeah, he's come in and he's won a trophy. Yeah, he's come and won a trophy, and he's put confidence on a side that was going nowhere last season. We come into the season confident. And I think what people are forgetting that there were so many issues before we won that trophy. Everyone seemed to forget about it and think everything's gone away and we won the FA Cup. But we were awful last season. You can't forget that. Like under Unai Emery at one point, we couldn't do 2, 3, 4 pass moves. So
now was the difference. He was getting you goals. Aubameyang was the man that was getting you goals, and a lot of your performances hid behind the fact that Aubameyang was a hot striker.
I think we're cursed. Yeah, I think every time we give someone a contract, that player goes dead. That player goes dead. It's been happening for years, bro. It's like these players. Remember
Ozil? Captain and contracts.
You remember when Sanchez, Alexis Sanchez was leaving Arsenal, and then we couldn't lose Ozil. And Ozil for 3 weeks played the best football of his life. And we just gave him the thing, 350 a week, and we never see him again.
Theo Walcott.
Yeah, but you are paying some man some serious bread. Yeah. So look. To be honest with you, I think when you've mentioned about you crying out for an attacking player and you didn't get Aouar, I'm still trying to get my head around the Willian signing, because I heard a lot of Arsenal man, especially in our group.
Have you ever seen Willian play this bad?
About Willian playing in the hole, and Willian still got it. You gave him a 3-year deal.
Have you ever seen? I can't get. No, but have you?
Rich.
Other than the Fulham game this season, have we ever seen Willian play this bad? Like, I've never seen.
Willian's been dead for the longest while. When you lot signed him,
not like this. When Hazard was playing well for Chelsea, Willian was the man that come and stepped in. He was
on the bench for Chelsea for a hot minute, and you lot scooped him up and giving him a 3-month deal.
I've never seen him play this.
I understand it was the fact that Willian will come in and he'll be like, the supporting role for Pepe. It wasn't the fact that he will come and then he'll be the main guy and stuff like that.
Pepe ain't even hit the ground running yet. Pepe,
boys,
come on, bro.
Boys, Semper's
Pepe ain't got. He hasn't done enough to get to be. He hasn't done enough to allow another man to come in and deputise him.
Can I ask you a question, Pat, Liam? Because you got to count Arsenal, yeah. So what you lot going to do this season then?
What are you going to do? One game at a time. One game at a time.
The energy you're giving me, is like you're Liverpool.
Can I be real with you? Can I be real with you?
You know what? Yeah, go on, Liam.
I'll shoot straight. I said, you lot know me for a while, yeah? And I've been a Tottenham fan for the longest while. And I'll never go into a season, into certain games with that level of confidence. Why should I not be confident when we've made good signings that are performing, when we've got Mourinho in our team, when we're showing that we can win in ugly fashions in the way we have done against big teams like City and Chelsea? Yeah. Why shouldn't I be confident in my team to say that we can go on and do things? What we're going to do, I don't know, because we've never done it before. So how can I predict? But I'm confident I'm confident that Tottenham are on the rise and can achieve something.
You're gonna win something this season.
Yeah, all right.
I hope so. I really do. I hope so. And you know what? Even if we don't, you lot won a trophy last year. I'd still much rather be in our position than yours. So all these people that are like, oh, you got to win a trophy. I don't care about you know FA Cup last year.
The thing is, Arsenal came top 4 for 15, 20 years, and you lot gave us crud for not winning anything.
Time changed then. Back then there was 2 or 3 good teams. Now there's 7.
You've got your guy.
Times have changed. Now there's a solidified Big Six. Am I lying? There's a Big Six now. Before there wasn't. Before there was Arsenal, Man United,
and in the Big Six.
Well,
who's in the Big Six?
I'm taking Arsenal out now. I'll say it now. I'm taking Leicester. I'm taking Arsenal. And I'm putting Leicester in there. You lot don't deserve to be called a Big Six club anymore. You finished 8th this season, and you're currently 15th. You don't deserve to be called a Big Six club anymore. I'll say that right now. You're not in the mud. It's really bad. To say you're not
like Brighton and Burnley and them, man.
Listen,
Richard is my guy. Richard, you're my guy. But to say you're not worried and you're not, you're lying. You are worried.
Can I say something? The way I see it is, it's still a big 4, yeah, because there's only 4 sides that seem to win trophies in England.
Yeah,
Chelsea win trophies, Man City win trophies, Liverpool win trophies, and Arsenal win trophies.
After the season.
LP, do you know why I said? About the winning the trophies, and I'm saying that you don't need to win it now because you've seen how football is. Things can change. Things can change.
Bro, listen, I want a trophy. John, I want a trophy as best as the next man, and Spurs for people like just the Arsenal fans. To shut
Not just
up.
Arsenal fans, every other fan.
No, but that's the thing. You lot have built up this narrative, and I said it to someone in the group earlier. Hold on. The first thing
we went without no trophy. We went 8-9 years with no trophy, and you used to diss us.
John, the first time you lot lose 2-0.
That's not
5 minutes later in the group, I'm getting people saying, "Oh, you got to win a trophy." It's like, bro, you lot are on this narrative. What's funny? Yeah, and ultimately, you lot should be looking at your own club rather than watching what we're doing.
Oh, okay.
Liam, I've got to watch what Spurs are doing because if you win a trophy, it's a problem. It's a problem, Bob. You're our North London rivals. What you do?
No. We're no longer rivals. We're not rivals anymore.
Cut that out.
No, come on.
So hold on.
Rivals.
The time we won trophies and Premier Leagues, you lot were our rivals then, innit?
That's why you're wearing that old shirt, innit? Because you're trying to relive the glory days.
It's my love here, right here.
But listen, focus on what's happening right now. Don't watch what we're doing.
No, because you know what it is. What's put more pressure on Arteta? It's not just Arsenal's form; it's Tottenham's form. Anything that happens with Tottenham impacts Arsenal likewise. It's just a fact of life. It's polar opposites, and it's not just Arsenal are doing bad. It's that when we look across Seven Sisters Road, you lot have got your shit together in 6 to 9 months. And I'll be honest, I didn't think you were going to do it. I wasn't as bad as Leon and some of the others you've had on this podcast who said Jose Mourinho's a complete dinosaur. I didn't think that. I still think he's a manager. So I've never been that bad. But I never thought you'd have your act together this quick by signing players at Hoiberg. I thought, Hoiberg, what's that going to do?
Man of the match today, by the way. Man of the match.
Pat, you know
Hoiberg too, by the way.
He was taking control.
Dash, apologies. I called you the wrong name a minute ago.
Now, what I was saying to Pat is that I was like to Pat, as soon as you lot got Jose Mourinho, I said, now that you've got Jose Mourinho, there is no excuses for you guys. There's no excuses. Like he has to deliver.
He's a dinosaur, Dad.
That's not according to me. That's not according to me.
I was told he was finished. I was told he was finished.
Name names, Pat. Name names.
No, I don't need to name names. So I was told he was finished. He was a dinosaur. He's extinct. I saw something on thing the other day, and it said maybe it wasn't Jose Mourinho that was finished. Maybe it was Man United. And I was like, "Raw."
No, real talk. As an Arsenal fan, I'll tell you this: the fact that when you appointed Jose Mourinho, that was a massive coup. That was a game changer for you guys because you lot were very loyal to Poch and what he was like, how he moved you lot on the 5-year project that you had, and ultimately just falling short. But a lot of people didn't want Poch to go because you felt like with that extra year, maybe if he goes into the transfer window. But the brave decision to have someone that changed your club like Poch, got you into the Champions League final, then you got rid of him and you brought Jose Mourinho, who a lot obviously did discount. That, mate, I knew that was a problem from early, and that kudos to you guys, man. But he has to deliver. He has to deliver.
Yeah, he does. I think so.
Shout out to Monzo. He said Tottenham had the players to win the league this season. So that's interesting.
Now you got two. You got two. This is what I was saying. The two players. You see the difference. You didn't have a lot of the possession, but moments of magic you had the players for. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, because that was like last season in our cup run with Aubameyang. You get shout
out to Dan.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. What you say there. Where if a hot Aubameyang that we've seen, because Aubameyang ain't a dead player, he's a top player. Yeah? If he's confident, I think that you can have a bit more of a threat. But the way you played, and somebody actually said it, one of the pundits, they said, I don't know what you lot's pattern of play is, because there's no point going wide to whip the ball. You had something like 36 crosses.
It was Alex Scott. It was Alex Scott that said that.
You're not getting on the end of it.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah. You know, listen, there's big trouble. There's big trouble at your club.
I think Spurs.
Going back to the question I didn't get to answer. This season, this is what I said from the beginning. I thought Tottenham would always finish first. I thought it'd be Liverpool, then Man City, then Spurs, and then I kid you not, I had Arsenal in the top 4. Signings this year, and this is no banner. When you got your players in, I really thought you guys would finish in the top 4. I thought you guys had enough to be. I didn't think Chelsea's team would gel as quickly as they did, so I put you guys in because you didn't sign as many players as Chelsea, but I thought they were shrewd acquisition.
No, I agree with that. There was definitely good feelings, especially after the end of the season, winning the FA Cup, getting a couple of the players.
And this goes back to my point now, where Arsenal fans are now saying, "Oh, he wasn't back. He didn't get the players he needed." I think
what I'm saying is
funny.
Pat,
you guys were. Do you know what I mean? Come on, you got to be real.
Pat, Rich mentioned it just earlier on. You see, when a manager goes in and he's like, "We've got players, but they're not Arteta's players." Like the way he wants to play and the system that he wants to play and stuff like that. This is what I'm saying, that he wasn't back, because you got Pablo Mari, you got Cedric. These are not Arteta's players. Ceballos is still not. Is not Arteta's player. Yeah,
but Arteta wanted Ceballos to stay though.
Yeah, but it's because we need legs. We need players.
We need bodies.
We need bodies. It's a lone move. That was an easy move to be able to do that. We need bodies, but that's just my override feeling. I could be wrong, but that's just how I'm seeing it. It's just like I'm willing to wait just to be able to see whether or not, if he gets the players and how, because just to obviously skip on to United quickly, you're seeing obviously over there, it's just like, if you've got quality players, you can do something. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the quality. So it's like, that's already a hard job as it is.
But you've got Aubameyang. I don't understand it.
But listen, you've just mentioned that you just mentioned that we're reliant on one player. We need other players. We need other qualities. You lot got Kane, you've got Son.
You said he was injured, but out of the 4 games he's played, you've lost 3 of them.
Because
let me just quickly.
It's come off from 2 of them.
Because John asked me a question. He goes, "How did I have Arsenal in the top 4?" And like I just said, John, is because the players they signed in Partey, Gabriel, and Willian, I thought that was enough to push them on with the players that they had. Don't forget that Arsenal won 2 trophies last year, and Arsenal was meant to be one of the best young brains in football. So I thought with those signings that would be enough. With Partey
out of our midfield, look at what we result to. We result to a Xhaka and Ceballos midfield. It doesn't work.
With Ndombele out of our midfield, Ndombele retains possession. Ndombele's a boss of a midfielder. He weren't involved today. Yeah, and we still managed to get a job done.
Exactly. Shout out to Kieran. Kieran even mentioned that Spurs had no Ndombele today as well. It would have been even worse for Woolwich today. So that's
Richard,
it. So
Richard, I've got a question for you. Rich or Dash, I've got a question for you, because Rich, you just said the system was not working. I remember the cup final against Man City where you lot will play out from the back, play it wide, hit a channel ball, and then you just open. And I looked at that, and I think you've done it against Liverpool as well. And I was like, right.
Yeah, we did.
Like, you lot have got a pattern of play. It's almost like you've got a philosophy that's being embedded into your team. Jose's coming in and he stamped his philosophy of we don't lose games. We're resilient, we're tough, let them have the ball, we defend.
That's Jose's way.
Do not lose. Do not lose.
You lot had the philosophy, because when Arsenal fans were saying, listen, Arteta's a really good manager, I was looking at it thinking, damn, you know what? They're actually doing well. With the signings you had, I said to people, and I think Sebs could back me up on this, I said, you know what? I think they could have a decent season. So what's gone wrong? It can't just be confidence. You can't blame the board. You can't blame the lack of Ozil. What is it that's changed?
I agree.
Teams can see how we play. You can't do the same thing. Football evolves. You can't play the same trick every single time. People saw what Arsenal were doing, and they said, actually, you know what? Don't press Arsenal too high and commit too much, because that's what they want you to do. We will invite him pressure onto us. You know what Tottenham do? We won't go and press you over there. We'll go and sit deep. And what happens is, let's be honest, Arsenal had 63 or whatever % possession. How slow was it?
Yeah.
I mean,
how
slow. You
went
get
sideways quickly. Went sideways slowly.
Very, very slow.
Very slow. We're playing slow football.
There's no creative players to play that one-touch football. The Arsenal football that I love, you know, that we fell in love with, that everyone say play the best football, used to play some of the best one-touch football outside the edge of the box in the final third of play. Right now, it looks awful. Lacazette's battling for it. Every second touch is a tackle.
Lacazette's playing with timber boots on. And you know what's funny? Arsenal fans used to diss Lukaku, and yet you got Lacazette for you. That's
but we're not back.
Arsenal fans used to diss, and now that's what I'm saying. And now you got someone like Lacazette.
I mentioned Lacazette.
Lacazette is your top striker this season. So
but listen, but what you're saying,
bang the most goals for you.
Yeah, he scored 3. I'm confused the two, bro.
What you're saying,
don't put stuff out there in the ether, bro.
What you're saying is just for banks, Pat. You know how highly I rate Lukaku,
Hey,
and we don't rate Lacazette.
You best win a trophy. I'm telling you. You best win.
Hold on, hang on a minute. No. Can I be honest with you? From looking from the outside, I think you don't never replace Santi Cazorla in your midfield.
We've not replaced a lot of them. We never replaced Fabregas. We've not replaced a lot of players.
Ramsey was key. Remember Ramsey went to Juventus?
Yeah, you lot did Ramsey. I'll be real. And I think Nathan was one of the only other people that used to say outside of Arsenal, Ramsey's one of the players that would always try and play a pass. Yes, he'd give it away a lot, but he'd always try and create something.
Pat, you already know how I feel about Rambo. Yeah. That's my guy right there.
Rambo was a good player. He
Rambo was a perfect 8 for us. He was a perfect
you lot quickly became a selling team. Fabregas.
You know what it was?
We've always
sold off everyone. Didn't replace them.
You know what it is? We've gone from one extreme to the other. We've gone from one extreme from all these attacking players that would all make the runs, and it didn't work sometimes because everyone was running to the edge of the box. And now we've gone to the other extreme. We can't even get the ball in the box. Go on.
Stav has raised a really good point. He said a Palomine said that he won't accept nothing else in the Europa League trophy or the league. So obviously this guy's a Spurs fan. He don't care about finishing in the top, as he's right to deliver. He was okay. So basically, Stav, what you're saying is what I do with that. As I said from the beginning, I thought Spurs will finish first, so top 4 and a trophy. I don't care what trophy it is, but we definitely need some silverware this season. So for me, if Jose does that, that's a season. If he doesn't, for me, that's failure. We've got the players to win a trophy. I agree. I don't think
well done, Pat.
So we need to win a trophy and we need to finish in the top 4. I've always said this though. We can obviously challenge. That's fantastic. But
if we don't, it's not all doom and gloom. This is the thing.
It's not. Oh my God. I won't be happy.
Why did you get Mourinho for? You might as well stick with Poch.
Pochettino took that group as he could. And you saw there are players that are part of the Pochettino era that number 1 can't get in, Winks and Ali. Number 2 were in there, older year-old Dyer, who have now been galvanized and given a second, like a rejuvenation of life. You see what I'm saying? So Poch took us as far as we can go. Mourinho should be winning us trophies. He's got a track record. He's got the instruments in place to do so, and he started really well. But guys, it's 11 games. Why are we getting so excited about, Tottenham are going to win this league when you've got Liverpool who are right behind us, Chelsea who are right there? The attention should be, after 11 games, you lot are 15th. And if Brighton win hold on. If Brighton win tomorrow, you're 16th. And it's just you're just lucky that the bottom three are that dead that you lot ain't in a relegation scrap yet. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I hear you. But you know, at the same time, what I'm saying to you is, when I jumped on this call at the beginning, you were gassed. I saw energy. This is what Pat.
It's a
tell me if you don't win a trophy for this. Good.
We'll talk about trophy.
I want to see that. I want to see that energy. Because if you don't win, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be in your inbox.
The energy is just about the derby, though, Rich. The energy is just about the derby.
Yeah, I know.
Mitch is a smart guy.
I know.
He's deflecting.
We can prescribe something to cover
himself. Yeah.
No, listen. Serious note. You've got to win. You've got to win a trophy.
No,
it's not a joke.
I'm agreeing with you. I agree.
I think. Listen, our main thing right now. Yeah, let's calm things down a little bit. Our main thing right now. Our main focus is just to get a bit of form now. We need to get a bit of form because that in itself.
Sorry. Go on. Sorry.
No, I was just saying, like, we just need to get a bit of form. Because in itself, like that we need to. That's the direction that we need to head into. That right.
Talking about
we're not even playing well.
Your next fixture is at home, which should be win. But Burnley, as we know, they're a tough team. They'll come to play physical.
Listen, we've got
hard, and then you've got Southampton at home as well, who again should be a win. But Southampton have got some
every game right now for us is it's gonna be tough.
Yeah. And it's Everton away. Everton away is never an easy fixture.
Looking at the fixtures and trying to see, where could we get points here and there? It's out of the window right now. Every game is going to be a difficult game because now the players' characters are surely and will be tested, and whether or not they can get back onto some type of decent form and try and push. There's only 6 points separating, obviously, from the position that we're in now to top 4.
It's not all doom and gloom.
It's not all doom and gloom, but
you need to start getting some W's.
You need to get some form, get some wins, and then we'll see.
I don't think you lot are in big trouble. I don't think you lot. It's 11 games. You lot aren't in big trouble. Couple of goals from Aubameyang boosts his confidence. You get a couple. I mean, who's your next games?
Burnley, Southampton, 2 home.
Burnley at home, Southampton at home, Everton away, then you've got Chelsea at home and Brighton away. So you got
9 points. That should be 9 points up until Chelsea.
Yeah, it should be.
It should be 9 points.
Yeah,
no.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm just saying in terms of in the position that we are and how we've been playing, as you've seen today, man, our football's just slow at the moment. It's not popping. So in terms of form, going into games, on paper it's looking like, okay, we can get 9 points here, but every game is going to be difficult now because now teams are going to be looking at Arsenal and be like, we can get them. There's no fear factor in it. So when you're playing
I disagree. You came up against us, and this ain't even trying to sound gassed or hype on Tottenham, but we played with a low block against Man City and against Chelsea, and we shut them out. Yeah. You can't. There's no disrespect to say, you know what, Arsenal have the ball and you can't get through. Not many teams have got through us so far this season. Not many teams are going to come up against you and play like that. If you're the type of team, if a team gives you space, you've got enough quality to get through and create chances.
But the thing about it, this season, a lot of teams have played that low blocks system against us. You know what I'm saying? Aston Villa at home to us, Leicester at home to us again. You know what I mean? A lot of teams are adopting that tactic because they're saying, this is the easiest way to beat Arsenal. So we've been struggling to break down teams. Apart from Fulham, the first game of the season, where everybody's taking points at Fulham, like that's the only team that we've actually played football against. Every other team is because of this low block business. We're not finding that way to break them down.
And can I add on to that?
I'm going to look at the comments.
Go on then.
Yeah,
Go on
yeah.
then. No, I was going to say.
I'm looking at the comments.
It's how when we played those goals, what Liam discussed earlier about our goal against Man City and a goal against Liverpool, teams were pressing us and they've learned not to press us because that's what we liked. And since they've been defending deeper, we've got no creative players to unlock that. And that's the problem with Arsenal at the moment. So,
going off the comments. So Semper said Arsenal haven't been top 4 for years. So basically, off Semper's comment about Arsenal haven't been top 4 for years, where do you Arsenal guys see yourself finishing this season?
You can tell on that.
It's difficult now, isn't it, this season? Obviously, my aspiration for Arsenal was always trying to finish in the top 4. I thought we would have enough to maybe push and challenge for that. But right now, sitting in the position that we're in is going to be difficult. But I'm going to be optimistic in it. I'm going to be optimistic. You never know for these late charges. You don't know. Man United seemed to have done it last season from that one transfer of Bruno Fernandes. So maybe, hopefully, in January we get our own Bruno Fernandes, and then things change up. But I don't know. I ain't got a crystal ball. I don't know where we're going to finish this season.
I say 8th.
8th. Okay, so 8th again. Okay, so playing it safe. So Stav, off the back of what you just said, Stav said, what makes you think that they aren't his players? So this is going off what you said earlier about these not being enough players. And another thing, who would play for Arsenal right now?
I mean, sorry, say that again.
That's for you. I mean, I didn't say he's not his players. That was more Dash. But in terms of who wants to sign for Arsenal, that question is difficult because the players and the quality of player that we need, if they're looking at us right now, might not want to join us, and that's the honest truth. But you know, there's players who can get out there because people want to come to the Premier League because obviously we pay the highest wages. So in terms of the types of player who want to come to us, it can be anyone from the traditionally bottom half of the Premier League or any European team. You know, I think we're that midfielder for Red Bull Salzburg. I can't pronounce his name, Dominique something. We can still get players out there. We've got a history. We're a big club traditionally, so I don't think that's a big struggle. We just won't be getting a top player. But
listen, we just need to revert back to how we've never been a team really that's gone and purchased the top players, isn't it? We've always been teams that get the diamond in the rough, and then all of a sudden they come to Arsenal and then they become something. And we've obviously lost that in terms of our recruitment. But that's what we just got to hope.
Aubameyang was one of the top strikers in Europe, and you bought him.
And we signed Ozil at the top. We signed Sanchez at the top. We saw Mustafi when he was playing.
All right, so Partey was considered one of the top DMs.
I knew that. Listen to the way we look at the players that you just said. Ozil discarded by Madrid. They didn't want him. Sanchez
discarded.
Barcelona were like, yo, we need to offload this guy. So we don't go and be like competing with teams and be like, oh, we're going to go for the cream of the crop. You know what I'm saying? The top of the top players. We don't go into the transfer window like that. That's not what we do. So that's what I'm trying to say. Is just we just need to find these players that are hardworking, that are going to come to Arsenal and do the business rather. Go on.
I disagree, bro. Ozil at the time was one of the top 3 cams in the world at the time at Real Madrid.
But
and you signed him.
We would not be able to go to Madrid and be like, oh, we want Ozil. Like, they got rid of him. What do you mean, why?
Hold on. You still managed to get him. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was one of the hottest prospects, or one of the hottest strikers in Europe, and you signed him. So all of this, I don't get it. Like, it's almost like, and I see people saying like fence sitting and all the rest. Like, Dash, it's like, I address the situation on a rule to say, you know what, these are big players. We've actually done some good business, and because when Aubameyang was banging in goals, that's a great signing. Now
I'm not dissing Aubameyang. I'm not dissing Aubameyang, but I'm just saying in terms of our transfer, everything it comes full circle in it. The transfer, you got to look at the project in itself and what you're doing. That's
what's wrong with it now. I don't get it. You just signed Thomas Partey. You needed to address that position for years. You've got Thomas. You've got a centre back that you need.
Okay, so hold on a second. So we got Thomas Partey. Who's then linking the play between the midfield and the attack?
Well, it should be the same man that was linking the play for all of Aubameyang's goal last year and the year before and the year before that.
So can I say something? I know what Dash means, and what he's saying is that Arsenal have never gone to bid for players and outbid or take players from Real Madrid or Barcelona if they want to keep their player.
This is a good question.
We have signed top players.
Some questions from the viewers. Foddy has said, boys, do you think Arteta is a defensive coach, or do you think we are set because of the personnel that we have?
I think it's the latter.
It's the latter.
I think it's the latter. I think he's gone in there. I can't believe that a player or a manager like Arteta, who played football under Arsene Wenger and then went to be a supporting cast for Guardiola at Man City, can come out and be an out-and-out defensive coach. I think he's come into Arsenal and he's had to be pragmatic, look at the players and thought, this side's shifting goals, I have to play it back five. So I think that's down to him coming there, looking at the personnel and saying this is the way he has to play. And that's my personal opinion on that.
I agree. I agree as well.
All right, Dash. Sai has asked, do Arsenal still in the manager?
Me? Is this Arsenal fans or are you talking about me?
You and Arsenal fans. Speak on both of it. So what do you think?
You know what? I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm still keeping faith in the manager because I want him to succeed. I'm not an Arsenal fan that's just going to be bashing the manager and just be like, oh, I want him to succeed. I feel like he's brought something to the club that I'm interested to see whether or not he'd be able to pull it off. Whether or not, this is the results business, isn't it? At the end of the day, if he doesn't get the results and his time comes to an end, then that's the way forward, isn't it? But I want him to succeed. I want to put faith because there's no guarantees if you get a next manager that things are just going to be blessed. Because and I keep bringing it back to the club because the club is not it's just not being run properly because 3 managers and ultimately they failed the managers. You know what I'm saying? So you bring in another manager, it's not going to be a guarantee that they're going to do bits. So give the manager time.
I'd agree with that. What I'd say on that one just quickly is, Pete. Yeah. I've seen Arsenal fans calling for his head, like Arteta's head. I've seen it already now. I'm starting to see the Arteta out sort of thing. But what I'd say is exactly what Dad said. We're going to be back at square one. Let's see what he can do in January and if we can make things happen. Because even though as bad as we are right now, I'll tell you something. I've still got more hope than when I had under Unai Emery at the end of his era. Because under Unai Emery, we even though it looks better, and I've seen some statistics, I just look at Arsenal and I think, all right, it looks really bad right now, but it's just a bit of form. And I think we've got to give Arteta a bit more time. Let's not panic, Arsenal fans. Let's not call for the manager's head. Let's wait till January transfer window. Let's sign some players that Arteta wants and let Guardiola's protege become the man that he can be. Who's won a trophy already. He won a trophy already.
El Patron, the boss.
So Stav has asked, talking creative, will Arteta bring back Ozil in January, or will he undermine if the board's letting him back? Do you want him back, Gooners?
I don't think this is the thing. I don't think the Ozil situation is beyond Arteta. It's beyond Arteta.
We don't know that, though. We're guessing. That's the thing.
I feel that because the issues with Ozil has not just started with Arteta, though, has it? That issue is not just it's been ongoing in regards to like him missing games like back in. No, I know, but it's a number of things in it over the years, like missing games, or he's had these back injuries, he can't play.
So, Wenger released his book the other day, and it was about 3 weeks ago, maybe. I'm not too sure, just quite recently. And he was talking about, you might have seen a few snippets in papers, whatever. But he was talking about Ozil. And the key thing he said to him is that when you have a player like Ozil, you have to give him a bit of rope. You know what I mean? And so if you've ever seen Arsenal players talk about teacher's pet and stuff like that, they've always said that Ozil used to get away from murder and never come to training for a couple of days and do other things. But then Wenger did that to get the best out of him. Look at these, Semper's taking a bit.
I'm sorry, bro.
No. Let me finish. My point is,
Ashton's going to take a swig from his Arsenal water bottle.
But look, imagine Arsenal the viewers on the audio, just so they Semper said, imagine Arsenal in a relegation Even the kids are screaming.
I know, it's crazy. But look, let me just go back to the point. Yeah, Ozil. People knew how to get the best of him. People knew how to get the best of him. These other managers aren't giving him the vote, and now we're blaming Ozil. You know what I mean? He always needed a bit of leeway. If we're not going to give it to him, then this is the situation we find ourselves in.
Sems, I back my team, man, and I back him properly. No deflecting, man.
So Dash, where do you think you're finishing this season, bro?
Yeah, because you didn't answer the question. Yeah, where are you finishing?
It's tough, man. It's tough. But I would agree with Rich. I think in and around where we finished last season. So say 8th, 7th, in and around that.
With another trophy, because you're not a trophy kings, man. You should be getting something else.
But for us, that's nothing, innit? We win trophies.
Yeah, right.
We win trophies. It's nothing.
Wait,
no, honestly. No, LP, I'm being serious. We win trophies, innit? That's what we do. But we don't want.
You should be winning a trophy this year. You should be winning a trophy this year.
Don't forget that. So should you. Don't forget it.
Why?
Based on what? It's 12 years, 13 years. On what?
Based on what?
13 years.
You even said on 14 minutes.
Based on what? Nah, come on, man. You've got the manager
I don't know what reverse psychology you're trying.
Don't try and deflect. Listen,
based on you getting Mourinho, Gareth Bale.
Yeah, man, come on.
Mourinho,
Mourinho's a dinosaur. Listen, Semper called him a dinosaur.
Yeah, but he's not here. He's not on this. He's not on this. He's not a dinosaur. You lot should be winning a trophy. Trust me.
Yeah.
If you don't win a trophy,
we can afford a couple of years of not winning a trophy.
The last time, Dash. The last time
you guys don't get relegated, you can afford it as long as you don't get relegated.
1991
was the last time Spurs won something that got relegated. That mattered. The last time you lot won something that mattered was 1991. You're due a trophy.
We won a trophy.
What did you do?
We won a trophy in the 2000s, right?
What trophy was that?
What's about matter? Did the trophy that Arsenal win last year matter? Does the charity shield matter? We're being real. Does the charity shield matter? Because
Jose Mourinho made that matter.
Some people don't even say that's a major trophy. So if we're going to start talking about trophies that matter, then Arsenal, I don't know. Man.
Just win one. Just win one.
Just win one.
And we will. So don't worry about that.
Good.
That's what we're here.
I like you, but leave me have your energy, bruv. Because he seems like you don't need to win a trophy.
Hold on. Hang on a minute. No, sorry. All this energy. You lot are saying, Tottenham need to win a trophy. You just said it, Dash. You lot do that. That's what you lot do. So the expectation is that you lot should win a trophy this year. If you don't, I'm on your neck.
So LP, if me as a fan, you're Arsenal fan, if we don't win a trophy this season, that's cool. We've won trophies. We can afford that year gap. But you guys can't afford because you'll be 13, it'll be 14 years, it'll be 15 years, it'll be 16 years, 20.
Yeah. Pat, do you agree with him?
And what?
You don't want to be them teams like Newcastle,
I would like to win a trophy. Hold on, Rich. I would like to win a trophy, but the narrative of, you man have to win something is you lot's narrative. It's not ours. We want to win a trophy. But right now,
some of your fans, some of your fans also say
no. But you
they have to. Pat is there as well.
What's that again?
Pat, this is why as a fellow Tottenham fan, and he's saying that you have to win a trophy. So you have fans that are in that boat. That you might be pragmatic and you're trying to be on the chill zone with it. But there's fans out there. No. There's fans out there that want to go to a parade.
Liam's not chilled, but he's talking about it from his point. From my point,
I'm talking about you lot as well.
You want to go?
I'm talking about you lot.
Open bus. You want that?
I'm talking about you lot. You lot are coming with big energy. Even in 15th in the league, you lot still come with energy about we do this, we win trophies. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I need to
Liam.
Bad season last season. Our season last season was bad, and we still managed to pull out a trophy. That's what.
So therefore, even more reason for you got to win something. You lot are even worse than last year.
Let me ask you a question. And I'm being serious right now. When I look at Arsenal and Tottenham right now, weird as it gets, you lot are a better team than us. Yeah, right now. Yeah, you're a better team than us. You're in better shape. Your club setup's much better, and your first level is better than ours. It's the truth.
Right now. Just right now.
Right now. Well, just what do you mean? When we go back to last week, last season, what? Right now, I'm talking right now.
Been a few seasons.
Right now, you're better than us. I don't want to go back too far, but right now, you're better than us. Okay. Yeah. When I look at your team, you're in a better position than us to win a trophy. And it's been
that was funny.
It's been here. Yeah. All I'm asking you is
because you never say anything negative about your club, Dash.
What's that?
Of course I do.
Man,
They're saying that Dash is time mark too. He never said negative about.
Of course I do, but people just want to hear. People just always want to hear the negative. You just want to hear people bash their clubs. You don't want to hear like being able to come out the other side. People don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear that confidence. You know what I'm saying? Football doesn't last like this forever. Because at one point in time, I swear you lot with One Day Ramos or what you was languishing in relegation battles as well. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody changes, swings and roundabouts.
We were actually 15th at that time with One Day Ramos.
Exactly. Swings and roundabouts. I'm not gonna be in a negative place.
The irony of that, boy.
And exactly what Fody says down there. It's like
hold on. Who's Fody?
Who's Fody, isn't it? What's that? Can't you say it? Fody.
Oh,
My apologies.
That's as bad as me calling Dash John.
That's my bad. But all I'm saying is, I've even forgot my point. Yeah, no, we spent money. We've had a lot of things. We've tried to make changes.
This is a good one from John. Arsenal man, thoughts on Spurs and how far can they go?
Arsenal man, what's your thoughts on Spurs and how far can they go?
Yeah.
Listen, they've got the manager to do something. We've just said it. We said that they've got Jose Mourinho, an experienced manager, and when he gets to those latter stages of either cup competitions or in the running for the league, you've got the manager for it. So you lot should feel confident about that. And like I said, from time you lot signed Jose Mourinho, that was a game changer for you guys. So there's nothing to it.
Yeah, you know what I'd add to that is the only difference between this side and the Pochettino side is this side looks a bit nasty. You know what I mean? The Pochettino side wants to go toe to toe with everyone. Want to go toe to toe. And sometimes go toe to toe. And this side now.
Yeah. Do you know what I like the most about Mourinho? Forget everything else. And what I've seen in my team is the fact that he would actually go and respect teams in the way they set up by saying, you know what? You're better on the ball than us, so we've got to play a counter-attacking style. Do you see what I mean? And I like that, where, as you said, you made a great point there, Rich, and you talk a lot of sense about Pochettino, because we would go toe-to-toe, we'd go and, and we'll come out of a game, we played really well, but we lost 3-1, 3-2, whatever. We gave it a good try. I don't want to see that. And it's going back to what you said, Dash. In order to win something, you've got to play ugly sometimes. You've got to have that. You've got to have another plan. You've got to have plan B, plan C in the locker. And I think that is the difference between us, or one of the differences between us at the minute. I don't think you have another game plan under Arteta yet.
No, not yet. And I think it obviously just watching your Spurs this season, obviously you've got those game changes. And like I said, a game like today and the way you're playing with allowing obviously teams to have more possession of the ball, when you've got people that can create that moment of magic, that's exactly how effective we were in it, relying on Aubameyang. Like, we know to say we might not be playing well in that game, but there's always a moment of magic from Aubameyang that we can end up winning the game 1-0 or 2-1 or something like that. And we just don't have it this season. And until we get someone else that can chip in, it's just going to be difficult because, yes, Aubameyang could then start firing again. But then if he lacks form, then we're back to square one. And we need those days where we can have like the Pires and Ljungbergs that were chipping in with goals, like getting 10, 15 goals. You know what I mean? And that's where we're at with it.
Are we still online? Because we've lost Pat.
No, we're still online. I think Pat, I think he fell asleep.
Pat is overwhelmed, man, with joy.
Pat was frozen. Did you see his eyes when he was frozen?
yeah. I was about to call him, find out if he's all right. He looked like Thomas Partey when Lo Celso was running through the midfield.
That's his face when you lift the trophy, bruv.
Man, listen, this season, and what Rich rightfully said, man, as much as we're in our individual races, it's always when we're looking across the road and we're looking at each other, it's hard not to feel a certain way and be like, oh, you know, they're doing well, we're not doing well. That's always the case. And I was saying to Pat on my show, it's like feels like a twilight zone, man. Role reversal. We're languishing at the bottom round there. It's all looking doom and gloom, but we'll just see how the season goes, man.
Yeah, do you know what? I just see a question down there from Foddy about say Liam, when Jose did the same thing for United, all the fans said it was negative and parking the bus. Do you know what? It's ugly football right now. I take it and I accept it because we're getting results, and I love the art of defending. Yeah, and I thought there was an exhibition of defending, especially against Man City and Chelsea, and today we were really solid. But at the same time, I spoke to Semper and another guy, Himesh, earlier, big Man United fans, and they said, look, it'd be interesting to see what happens with this style of football when we're not getting the results. But it's one of those tactics that it's all or nothing. You know what I mean? It's like it's just balls out. Let's go for it. Do you know what I mean?
But LP, don't you think it's always the case that like a lot of people would have looked at Jose Mourinho at other clubs and say you criticize his football, but ultimately when he was at these clubs, they were getting results. When he comes to your club, you're not going to deny that. You're not going to deny that. It's foolish enough to be like, oh, you're going to deny that, because at the end of the day, you're winning games. You know what I mean? You're getting results. And if you end up winning something off the back of that, are you going to care how you got there?
Some people do care, though. Some people do care. And at United, even when he was winning trophies, you know, and Semps would attest to this, that no one liked it there, you know, and there was lots of issues with it. And don't get me wrong, I think it comes back to what I said a bit earlier on. The reason Spurs went and got Mourinho and did that signal in head because he wanted it to win. Which is why I think for Spurs fans to say that it's not about winning, it is all about winning, because that's why you got a manager willing to do anything. Tottenham are known for playing good football. Before Arsenal had Wenger, Tottenham were the footballing side of England. You used to play one such football, Glenn Hoddle, whatever, Chris Waddle back in the day. Tottenham were a footballing team. You're known for playing football. And
under Man United, for Man United, getting in Jose Mourinho and him playing that style of football, that's not going to be accepted at Old Trafford.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're winning things, but Man U have been winning things.
But you're the same. You're a footballing club. This is what I'm saying. So I'm saying that
we're a footballing club, but we haven't won.
And that's my point. And exactly my point. That's why you've got to win, because you've not sold your soul. Because it's a bit deep to say that, but you said, forget our footballing principles or our attacking football. The most important thing right now for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club is not the football we play, it's to win trophies. And this is why you got to win this season, because you're not going to see great football playing it. Look, the last few games, you don't even want the ball.
Where do you think we're going to finish? Where do you two think Tottenham are going to finish?
First or second?
Yeah.
Second or third? You said
first or second. You said third. Don't change it to second or third now.
You're in the top three. You're in the top three, definitely. You're in the top three. I think it would be, as much as we're bantering and saying, oh, you need to win the league and stuff like that. To win the Premier League is very difficult, man, because it's a long season. You know,
we wouldn't know.
We not even just that. We've seen, like, with the likes of Liverpool right now with with injuries and how that's affected them. You lot have not really gone through your key injuries yet. Like, you know, we don't know if Kane, you know, how you lot are going to be if Kane's injured, as it usually is the case. How are you lot going to be affected? I know that Son has now stepped up, but that combination is really, really good at the moment. But top three is very realistic, and I see you lot finishing top three. To win the league, it's going to be a tough season, man. Tough season.
Honest question: do you think? You see the next 4 games with you lot leading into Christmas, you don't get the results. Do you think you lot could be fighting for relegation? And I'm not even bantering or sending shots. You know, this league is a weird league. It's a very, very weird.
You know the cliche though. You know this. You're never too good in it. Like the players have to apply themselves. It's not a done given just because we're Arsenal. It's not a done given. The players have to pull it in. So if they don't pull it in, and if they don't play, and if they don't show their qualities, then we're going to be down in relegation zone.
Imagine you lot going down and us winning the league.
I mean, together, that's a nightmare.
That's a beyond a nightmare. That's 2020 in its whole entirety.
That's COVID-20.
Someone asked me the other day, yeah, would I rather Tottenham win the league or Arsenal go down? Like, which one would I rather not happen or happen? So, and I said that I'd rather Arsenal get relegated and Tottenham win the league. That's how much I don't want you to win the league. Because if we get relegated, we can come back up, bit of confidence, whatever, yeah? If you win the league, I mean, your last league title was 1961, and you still talk about that, some people. If you win the league, it's over.
It's 11 games. It's 11 games. All this win the league talk, yeah, forget that. It's 11 games. Listen, if we're in this position in March, April, then hey, let's have a conversation. 11 games. It's not even Christmas yet. You know what I mean? Yeah. So,
wait, what do you think of Son's goal today?
Bad boy finish. Shape.
Listen, everything about that goal
burned me,
magic.
Yeah, but you know what?
Magic.
When you're running 1-on-1 at Holding, yeah, everyone knew what was going to happen. You could see it. You could see Arteta calling for a next man to come over.
No, they were there.
You knew he's going to go inside and bang.
No, we had 4 players. What the situation is there? Holding just needs to step in because there was nothing for him to worry about because he had Bellerin behind him. But you still step in. If he was by himself, then I understand that you're trying to hold a man off because you're trying to wait. But he just needed to step in just to be able to at least make up Son's mind in terms of what he needed to do. Once Son knew that he had the arc and the angle to shape up, that was it all day long. Goal. It's a moment of magic, man. Moment of magic.
I see a good question there from Quincy about
brilliant question.
Do we actually play bad football? No, we don't. And this is the thing. Just because we defend against City, Chelsea, and yourselves, we're giving you a level of respect. You're good teams. Yeah? Or 2 of you out of 3 are good teams at the moment. At the moment. At the moment. All right?
This guy.
The football we're playing, look at the goals we're scoring. As you said, look at Son's goal. World class. Look at Kane's Son's little reverse no look to Kane. World class finishes.
And world class finish from that angle.
Can I answer Quincy's question? Yeah, it's not that you can't play well attacking; it's that you just play overall defensive. So you set out to in these last 3 games not to play, but you've got world class players up top. You got Son and Kane, and them 2 there can do
7 out of 9 points.
But this is what I was saying.
We got 7 out of 9 points. When Jamie Redknapp was talking all his nonsense on the wrap up and summary, I was like, wow, this guy sounds so big. So if it was something like that, he'd be like, oh my god, this team is set up to do this and that. 7 out of 9 points against Man City, Chelsea, and Arsenal. Everyone said before this fixture that we were finished, and we were Tottenham right now. They would know when we're still first right now.
But check this out, yeah.
And we played some tough games, and people aren't even giving us that respect.
But check this out.
People are respecting you.
They're not.
But check this out. Nobody dissed Chelsea when Drogba was the main guy, and
they did.
What I'm saying is like as Chelsea fans, you're not going to diss that though, because you go with your strengths. This is Tottenham's strengths right there. They've got 2 good players, 2 brilliant players that when you give them the ball, that when you give them the ball,
world class. You don't need to be modest. Just say it.
I'm talking up your players. Yeah. I'm talking up your players. What I'm saying is like you go with your strengths. It's a bit silly for people to turn around and be, it's defensive, but this is the pattern of play that's working for you. Nobody dissed Leicester. Nobody dissed Leicester.
Jamie Redknapp keeps talking, saying, "Oh, Spurs fans aren't happy with this start." What's
hold on. This is what I don't get. When we went up to Southampton, when we went to Southampton, and this answers a question I just seen in there from Semps. When we went to Southampton and we put what? How many we put past Southampton?
6.
5.
6.
5.
Licks. And we went at them. It's been
you gave United licks as well.
No. Well,
United as well. All right, United was a weird one because we actually set up. We didn't set up defensively. We set up to actually have a go at them as well. But ultimately, against the smaller teams, we've gone out and we've gone for them. Southampton was a prime example, which is why we've got the highest amount of goals scored in the Premier League, which is why Son and Kane have created and scored the most. So
So hold on a second. Is the question now being put out to you is that people want to wait to see how you lot play against smaller teams?
Against a smaller team,
I agree.
I'll tell you what our difficulty's always been as Spurs, yeah, regardless whether it's Mourinho, Pochettino, or anybody else, yeah. When teams do what we're doing to teams currently and play a low block and sit back, we always find it difficult to unlock them because we don't move it quick enough. Yeah, notoriously it's been the case. So against Burnley, against Brighton, against
Newcastle,
West Brom, that was evident. But and the quality was there to get us over the line. Yeah. Ultimately, it boils down to the fact that Mourinho ain't going to play that way. He's never done it. He ain't going to do it at Spurs. If it gets us results, we're going to be happy.
Exactly. This is the thing.
If it don't get us results, people are going to be saying what they were saying when he was at United.
Listen, you know what I mean? You can only go like all that talk where it's like, oh, how are you going to feel when it doesn't work out? Nobody knows, innit? You got to go with what's working now. So the football that's working now is getting you results. Yes, you may have struggled against West Brom and Burnley, but ultimately the quality that I'm talking about to get you across the line is there. You get the goals from your Kanes, from your Sons, and you win the game 1-0. You scrape it through. You see the season, yeah. You have to be able to win in different ways. That's how you win something. Yeah. It's not always a case that all of a sudden now you're going to do a Man City and it's just a pattern of play that's just going to be blitzing everyone. Sometimes you have to win. You think Arsenal when we did the Invincible, every game was like all glitz and glamour. No, we went Portsmouth one time and we had Sol Campbell scoring from like almost outside the box in a rough and tough game. You know what I'm saying? You have to rough it out. So I don't believe in all that kind of stuff. Oh, you know, you have to play a certain way all the time. That's nonsense. Football's changed, man. You got to find different ways to beat teams.
Boys, it's been a brilliant show, but we got about 1 hour 20. So I'd just like to say last thoughts from the Arsenal boys after today, and where do you see you lot going from here?
Go on, Rich.
You know what? Like I've said it already, I'm not panicking. I think over the next 3 or 4 games we spoke about, I think we said Burnley, Southampton, and Everton. They're going to be critical for us, and we need wins. I think for us, it's just about getting confidence, not panicking about Arteta, and waiting until the January transfer window and where we can make some signings and make some changes. And hopefully, if need be, bring Ozil, give him a squad number, innit? You know, and that's it. But I think we shouldn't panic at Arsenal. And in regards to Spurs, look, they're looking good at the moment. They done what I thought that they were going to do today. They played well. They've got players playing at the top of their game in Son and Kane. And with Mourinho, manager knows how to win things, they're going to be hard to stop. So, you know, they're up there this season, Spurs. And Arsenal, we've got a battle on our hands to get top half. But that's my analysis of how I see things. We'll see where we go from there.
And Liam, what's your thoughts after today? Because I saw someone in the comments say Spurs are getting, I believe, after Christmas. What would you like to say?
Do you know what? If I'm going to be real about things, yes, we're getting results, but I still don't think we're playing to our full potential. I still don't think we're playing exceptional, outstanding football. We're getting jobs done, yeah, and we're getting good results. Our big players have stepped up. We've got world-class players in Son and Kane, and defensively, the way we set up, we're very, very hard to beat. So everyone that wants to critique our performance and statistics and we were defensive and it's ugly, who cares? Who cares? Where we are at the minute, we're top of the league after 11 games. Me personally, never saw it coming at the start of the season. I'm going one game at a time. I'm not going to start sitting there saying, oh, we're going to win the league. It's 11 games. Yeah, it's Tottenham. It's 11 games. We're top of the league. After today's performance is what I pretty much expected. We'll let you have the ball. We've got the quality to hurt you. And, you know what I mean? Game plan came to fruition. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what happens next, man. I'm excited.
And just for me, quickly, just to leech on to both of them, both of Rich and LPs, I think I'm at that sentiment as well. For me, I'm just waiting for December, see how the games pan out, see if we can get this confidence going and get this run of form. Like, you know, these players need to kick up the backside, so they need to start performing. But at the same time, it is 11 games into the season, and realistically, our objective would have been to try and make top 4. We're not trying to challenge for the league. You know what I mean? So if we put it into that perspective, there's still points available to catch up to the top 4. So fourth place in itself, whoever's 4th, that's who we need to be aiming for to try and sneak into that 4th place. And that's what I'm expecting from Arsenal this season.
Well said, Dash. I'm with you there, man.
I would just like to finish it that no one on Twitter from Arsenal can mention me this week. Just leave me alone. Don't say nothing because you lot are in the mud right now, and I don't want to hear it. No one in the group say nothing to me because a lot of people have been calling for me all week. We're gonna do you. We're gonna do that. I got a voice note from someone I know. And we're talking a lot of trash. He knows who he is. He doesn't need to say nothing to me. In my office, they don't need to say that. Just leave me alone, innit? Like, this is the North London derby for everyone. These Arsenal fans saying, "Oh yeah, we expected this."
Oh,
no,
Pat,
you didn't.
wrap it
you know what
up
I mean?
now, man.
So just like you lot, just humble yourself, innit? Humble yourself, and just understand that we're a much better team right now. And I don't want anything else. That's it.
You want a
trophy? No, it's not about a trophy. It's about bragging rights. It's about North London. It's about pride. And
it's not on today.
So, do you know what I mean? Anyway,
well done,
you know,
Pat.
I just
well
want to
done.
put out
Well done.
Everyone's
man.
trying to like tickle tappy about it.
Well done,
yeah,
man. Listen,
been,
the best team won today. That's
there you go. That's it. That's
at the end of the day.
Thank you.
As much as we have our rivals and stuff like that, this is what it's all about. I don't think anybody will actually understand what the North London derby and the rivalry is all about. I think it's the most realist and the most organic.
That's it.
Derby match that we have in England.
You can get. That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's genuine stuff. So, but at the same time,
like,
if you're a realist in the purist of football in its sense, you have to be open enough to be like, you know what, best team won. We'll get you in the next reverse. You know what I mean? And until the next time, innit?
Yeah, man.
Till the next time.
Yeah,
at the Emirates.
Appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Liam, please talk to us and tell us where they can find you.
Well, yeah, I'm on Beer Culture at Beer Culture London, predominantly on Instagram. But yeah, if you need me, you can get me through all of you lot there as well. Yeah, hit up Semps, hit up Pat.
That's it.
Much love.
Wicked. Big Rich.
Yeah, Big Rich at Ronda Rose Rich on Twitter, T Gangsgram on Insta. Boy, you know where to find me, but don't find me this week, yeah.
I'll find you.
And last but not least, my guy Dashiki.
It's Dashiki Dash, baby. Yeah, man. A Dash of Sports. That's my show on YouTube. Go and check it out, where I just give you all the hot topics, trending stories on a week-to-week basis. Currently on, by the time this comes out, I'm going to be on episode 33. And I also do a Premier League review. So on, every game week, I do a roundup of all the results and everything like that. So yeah, check me out, man. A Dash of Sports.
That's it. And I'd just like to say thank you for tuning in. It's been nothing but love. We appreciate all the comments coming through. It's been some good ones, some witty ones, some fun ones. Obviously, North London derby, buzz, no matter how much we try to dress it up or dress it down, it means everything right now. So yeah, my name's Patrick Tyrant. You can find me on Insta and Twitter. Obviously, Views TV official. We'd like to thank you. This is episode 55. So we're moving 5-5. So until next week, bless.
Bless up.
Take care. Later on, guys.
Big up.
Been a pleasure.